Howdy there, partner. Now, I'm just about as happy as a feral ghoul at a backyard barbecue to see you here, and ain't you just as cute as a button? Darn nice to meet a friendly face. Gotta admit, not everyone that stops by here is as charming as you are. But hey, why don't I stop gabbing on and get on to what I'm supposed to be doing here? My name is Darlene Butterbuns. That's right, a proud member of the distinguished Butterbuns family-owned trading empire. It was my great-great-grandpappy Zelbert that done started this here trading post way back in the year 2137.
Hello.
Why, back then, this was nothing but a breeding ground for mole rats and blood-sucking bugs. But great-grandpappy Zelbert, he done turned that around, clearing out all those awful critters and starting up this here magnificent center of commerce. Over the years, my family, we done made oodles of improvements and even built some impressive buildings to keep old grandpappy's dream alive. But enough of me yapping away. Why don't I show you around this here homestead so you can get a real good gander yourself? Wait, darn tootin', this is gonna be more fun than a barrel of... Well, I can't quite think of any critter around these parts that would be fun to have in a barrel, but I can guarantee to you that it's gonna be a real nice time. So, let's get to it. First off, let me just say again how nice it is to have you here. On occasion, we get some trouble with some of them robot people. You know the ones I mean? Them rascals that kidnap robots and make them do all kinds of terrible things. But we ain't seen hide nor hair of them for a while now, so hopefully they got the message not to mess with us. This here is a respectable establishment aimed at serving peaceful folk, like here at our outdoor mall.
General?
Now, I can see you're a person that understands fashion, so you might well enjoy spending time with Cousin Daisy May over there. She's in charge of our clothing section.
You looking for something to wear?
Aw, thanks, Daisy May, but we're just looking around today. Now, she has just about the best darn taste in finery, and she gets her supply from all kinds of interesting places, everywhere from Diamond City to the Glowing Sea. And yeah, as you can probably tell, Daisy May spent a little too much time out there in the Glowing Sea a couple of years back, and well, she's real sensitive about her looks nowadays, so try not to mention it to her. Gets her all upset knowing that one day we're gonna have to shoot her dead when she goes all feral-like.
Ow!
Damn shame too. Most of us ain't as fashion forward as her, but it can't be helped. Now up top there, we got ourselves a real nice dining area, and we'll get up there soon enough, but first we'll finish up down here in our shopping mall by checking out some of the other merchants we got, like my sister-in-law Delilah Sue over there. Now she specializes in armor and weapons. We can just step on over here and say hi, but hold on, I got my darn holster snagged on this here post. Dang nabbit. Ugh. Okay, there we go. You know, Mama always said I was clumsy as a drunken Brahmin, but she done got herself eaten by a bunch of baby death claws when she fell into a nest of them back a few years ago. So, who's clumsy now, Mama? Yeah, poor old bird. At least she went quick. 8 of them there tiny death claws sure can work their way through a human body real fast with their nasty big pointed teeth. Yeah, well, carrying on. This here is Thelma Jane, third cousin removed on my pappy's side. I think.
Howdy, and welcome to our trading market.
Thelma Jane here, she can fix you up with just about anything you might need in the way of supplies, food, building stuff, cleaning stuff, whatever. And if she ain't got it, she sure as Shinola can find it for you. Now stepping out here to the common area, over there on your left is Baba Jim Bob's Automobile Athenaeum, which is really something, let me tell you. I'll see if I can get us in just a bit, but first, let's take a look around at all the other amenities we got here, like our food court. Best darn food you'll find just about anywhere, served up by the famous Dusty Ann James. Now, Dusty here ain't blood kin, but we do consider her family. Anybody that can keep our crew and guests fed on the regular, well, now they can be an adopted butter buns any day. Howdy there, Dusty. What you got on special today?
We got rat brains and rice.
Oh, wow. Getting fancy there now, Dusty. I'll bring this here traveler back for a heaping helping of your grub round dinner time.
Well, now that sounds just about perfect, Darlene. See you then.
Let me show you around the inside here, and then we'll head on upstairs. Here's some of Dusty's pantry items, and oh, she done found this amazing thing a couple weeks back. This sweet brown paste called Nutella, or something like that. I hope she finds more, because that stuff is delicious.
Mommy?
Anyway, once we get to the top of these here stairs, we got our security team stationed in a couple places. Oh, and over there, we won't bother him right now while he's on duty, but that's my 5th cousin twice removed on my mama's side, Hank Just Hank. He's second in command of our security forces, and from what I hear, one heck of a card player. Well, I've heard he's a player, so I assumed it was cards. Could be parcheesi, I guess, or water polo. I don't know exactly. Over here we got our VIP dining area.
Oh.
It's a nice place to have a drink or two, chat with a friend, and watch the goings-on here at the trading post. And out here we got the main security lookout where Aunt Maddie runs things. Oh, there she is. Just try to look as innocent as possible. Hey, Colonel. All good? For now, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for watching out for us. Stay vigilant, civilian. Yes, ma'am. Now, Aunt Maddie, she used to be a gunner in her younger days, but she found the moral quandaries a bit too challenging, and so she came back to us to head up security. Now, she's a tough old hen, but we're sure glad she's on our side now. Anyway, up here at Maddie's nest, that's what we like to call this here lookout, we can get a real nice look around the whole place. There's actually another place where you can get an even better view, but I ain't been up there in ages. I used to sneak up there with one of the traveling merchants called Naked Tucker. We called him that because he really hated wearing clothes. But as long as he was comfortable, didn't make no never mind to any of us. He even installed this here sparkle ball a few years ago. He'd come up here and watch the sunset and drink perhaps a little bit too much whiskey, if you know what I mean. A perfect gentleman he was, and a great storyteller too. I ain't seen him in a long time though. Anyway, look at this here view. Oh, and the sun's going down. Such pretty colors in the evening. I don't remember the last time I was up here. Must have been 3 or 4. Naked Tucker! Oh no! Where's your hat, Naked Tucker? This is why we ain't seen him in forever. Oh, I done told him that darn whiskey would be the death of him, and look at this. Oh my. Oh my. Well, I better let somebody know I found him, and maybe we can give him a decent burial. Ain't no fitting in to be just left up here like some kind of forgotten luggage. No, Naked Tucker, he deserves better than that. I'll see to it later. In the meantime, let me finish showing you around. There's still so much for you to see. Like right here, we got our outdoor seating and meeting area. Just about every respectable person in the Commonwealth has had a meal here one time or another. We also got these benches here, which serve as a waiting area for the finest establishment of healing anywhere in the world. We plumb near bursting with pride to be the home of the Helping Haven Hospital, where no matter the injury, our amazing doctor, she'll set you right. And it looks like Dr. Trebuchet's in. Maybe she'll let me show you around if it ain't bothering none of her patients. Oh, you're going to be so impressed. I can't tell you how many folks are more or less walking around thanks to Helping Haven. Hey, Doc, mind if I show my new friend here around just a bit?
Well, of course not, dear. Just remember to be careful.
Oh, yes, ma'am, we'll be careful. And here's some of the stuff we shouldn't handcuffs? What do you think she needs handcuffs for? Oh, well, ain't no business of mine. She's the doctor after all, and I'm sure she knows what she's doing. Here we got the hospital's lab, where Dr. T makes up her potions and poultices. Again, not gonna ask about what she needs some of these ingredients for, but her results are not to be trifled with, that is for sure. She's got herself about a 95% cure rate here, so whatever she's doing, she must be doing it right.
Helping Haven Hospital, providing death-defying care.
Upstairs, we got the recovery area. Plenty of beds for the sick and injured, with lots of natural light to keep spirits high. We even got a nice view of the sky, which I hear is very beneficial for patients to help stave off depression and the like. All these little things add up, you know? And our Doc Trebuchet, she really gives so much of herself to keep all of us and all who visit here healthy and happy. And one real big help to staying healthy is staying clean. That's why we built these here non-denominational lavatories over here. Now we say non-denominational because we don't split them up into men's room or women's room. Long as it's open, you can use it. But be sure and lock the door, because otherwise you could be disturbed while performing your daily ablutions. Let's see now. This one seems to be unlocked. Yeah. Okay, so this is what we got set up for everyone. We got real functioning latrines here, a feat of engineering provided by my great uncle Bazalgette. Before that, well, let's just say the air wasn't nearly as nice to breathe around here as now.
Ooh.
Great Uncle Bazalgette also provided us with real hot running water for showers, so we can offer travelers a real nice place to get clean.
Wow.
We even got soap and shampoo and conditioner for those who still have hair. The shower itself was designed to give each bather the sensation of rain, but a nice, gentle, clean rain, not that rad storm kind of thing. Stepping out here, we recommend that the doors be kept shut, because you never know what kind of critter might hole up in there if the door's left open. And let me tell you, it ain't no fun facing down a rad scorp when you ain't got no clothes on and shampoo in your eye. Over here, we got pretty much the same on offer. We even got clean towels to dry off with, and they're replaced after every use, so you ain't got to worry about no scabies or none of that. Same amenities and all, and having two of them, now that really cuts down on the waiting time. Next up, we got here what we call the home base for the Commonwealth's automobile enthusiasts, the Restoration Station.
Oops.
We got a place for all the tools a modern-day gearhead could need, and even a sleeping spot for when they work way into the night. Though, working on them cars when you're sleepy can be dangerous. You know them engines? They still got nuclear fuel in them, and if they ain't handled just right, they can explode like nobody's business. We'd be picking up body parts for weeks. And right here are some of the vehicles that are being worked on right now. We got a nice blue Corvega Blitz that just came in the other day. There's also a fun one here, a van of some sort, something that bohemian types like to use for something called glamping way before the big war. And there's another Blitz. You know, we used to have a pick-em-up truck too, but there was a slight accident, and now that's way off yonder in a field. Now over here, we got something real important. Our clean water reservoir. Yep, this here watering hole has saved the lives of countless travelers and their Brahmin. We got 3 main pumps dug deep to find completely rad-free water. And if you ain't got no bucket to fetch yourself a little bit of this life-giving liquid, well now don't you worry about that, we got plenty. Some of the folks that benefit the most from our clean water shack are the traveling provisioners and caravanners that stop by here on a daily basis.
What? This place just has farmers? Shit. All they want are pipe pistols and stupid ammo. Or is the maniac slobbering for a mini nuke, am I right?
We got ourselves a real nice setup here for all the good folk that bring supplies to everyone that needs them in the Commonwealth. They might be a bit quirky in the personality department from time to time, but I just don't know where we'd be without them. They bravely face the elements, dangerous beasts, raiders, gunners, and even scavvers who might have a flexible moral compass.
That's awesome.
We are so super grateful to these essential workers of the wasteland, we don't charge them nothing for camping out here whenever they need a place to park themselves for a bit to refresh and recharge. One way for our campers or any of our visitors to recharge themselves is to take a dip in these here thermal baths that we like to call the Starlight Springs. This here water is chock full of salts and minerals that are real good for you, like magnesium, selenium, potassium, zinc, which all help with moisturizing the skin and even help with skin problems like psoriasis, eczema, and even the early stages of ghoulism. Why, Cousin Daisy May is in here every day, and I tell you, you should have seen her before she started her treatments. Girl looked as dry as a caged mirelurk. But let's get back to our tour. You can feel free to take a nice long dip later if you like. Right now, we can head on over to the Trading Post's main attraction. I know you're dying to take a gander. Everyone is once they get here. Some visitors even like to have a nice souvenir of their visit, so we got a snappy photo booth situation all set up here.
Nice.
You just step on up over here and you can get yourself your very own souvenir photo for only 25 caps. Now I know that might seem kind of expensive, but developing photos ain't no easy task these days. But darn tootin' if it ain't worth it. You just come on around here, put your caps in that little slot there in the front, and then come on back here and make yourself comfortable in this super rare Corvega zip. Once settled in, you just push that little button on the dashboard, and after 3 beeps, it'll take your picture. It takes about 6 to 8 weeks to send off the film and get the picture back. Now, enough about that. Let's get on over and visit Bobby Jim Bob before he closes up for the evening. Bobby Jim Bob is the husband of Debbie Sue, my 13th cousin, 14 times removed on my Aunt Clarissa's side, and he's real smart. And he says that Athenaeum is a fancy way of saying museum. Oh, and look, he's still here. Howdy, Bobby.
Well, hello there, Darlene.
You mind if we take a look around?
For you, Darlene, of course, and no charge. Take your time and enjoy.
Well, now, thank you, Bobby. Well, let's see. Let me open the door here and we can go on in. Alrighty then, here we are. Bobby's fine collection of historic automobiles. This here first one is a rare pink 2063 Corvega Atomic V8. Now, Bobby says only 12 of these cars were made in this color, and this is the only one he's ever seen. And next up, we got a 2072 Chrysler Cherry Bomb, also known as the Rocket 69 in collector circles. From what I hear, this was the fastest car in the world before the big war, going from 0 to 60 miles an hour in 0.3 seconds. And here we got a 2076 Corvega Blitz, a car for growing families back in the day. that back seat there could hold pretty near up to, what, 5 or 6 little ones if they ain't too big. Then this here little cutie is a 2069 station wagon. She's little on the outside, but look at all that space inside. You and something like 5 or 6 of your friends could pile into this baby and head on out for a picnic or whatever people did back in the day.
Let's go!
Finally, we got here another station wagon, but this was a classic even at the time of the war. This treasure is from 2045, the first year they were produced. Now this one looks like it used to be yeller, but time and probably radiation have peeled it back to the gray primer, but still, Bobby knew just how special it was and snatched it up as soon as he saw it. Now poor Bobby worked so hard to get all these cars in a nice straight row after he built this here museum, but for whatever reason, they keep going all higgledy-piggledy like this. First, we thought it was earthquakes, but ain't nobody around here noticed no earthquakes. Bobby thinks it has something to do with magnetic fields coming from rogue solar flares, but I don't know. Ah well, it's a mystery I guess we'll never understand, but he's done trying to keep 'em straight. Okay then, let me just close this back up for him. Okay.
Hope you all had a nice time in there today.
We sure did, Bobby. Thanks so much for letting us in after hours.
Ah, Darlene, anytime.
Aw, thanks, Bobby. And I'll send my best to Debbie Sue now. Oh, look. It's starting to rain. Let's get inside before...
Excuse me, where do I park my Brummin?
Oh, howdy there. Yeah, just wander on back to the caravan camp and make yourself comfortable, sir.
Oh, thanks very much, miss.
So, yeah, it looks like it's really a-raining now. Maybe we should think about grabbing some grub and then heading off to hit the sack for tonight. What do you say? Of course you remember where the restaurant is, and I'm sure Doc Trebuchet would have no problem with you bedding down in the hospital for tonight, because there ain't no patients to take care of. It's real comfortable in there, and good old Doc T can fix you up with something real nice to help you sleep solid as a Deathclaw's skull. She's real good at that kind of thing. Well, howdy again, and good morning to you. Did you sleep well? Aw, I'm sure you did. Nothing like sleeping indoors, nice and dry and safe. I sure do hope you've enjoyed parking your caboose here with us at the old Starlight Trading Post. Everybody here that I've talked to has told me what a sweetheart you are, and boy howdy, they don't say that about just anybody. Well now, I know you gotta be hitting the road now, but I sure do hope you make it back here to see us again real soon. There's always gonna be a place for you here, my friend. You stay safe, and y'all come back now, here?
Oh, bury me not, but his voice failed there, and we took no heed of his dying prayer. In a narrow grave, just 6 by 3, we buried him there on the lone prairie.